real name is Welcome to the Chaka. We are speaking Chaka facts. I'm speaking Chaka words. We are make rap. We call this the Chaka.
Hey, what is going on, everybody out there? Thanks for joining on the stream today. Got my special guest, the Crypto Smith and Mr. Waddy, the Crypto Hunter, joining us today. We're going to be talking about just whatever, MetaMonkey AI and the market in general. Thank you, fellas, for joining.
No problem, brother. No problem. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Let me say what's up to the chat. We got Lazy Jedi, Chaka, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Lazy Jedi? Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you guys joining. First/second. Yeah, you can. I guess you could say that, but you got it's a solid second. Solid second. You get it next time. Get it next time. Smash the like, and then we got ASMR fan. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you guys being here. So how you find fellas doing today?
Oh, pretty good, man. Just having a chill day. Been going from Twitter Spaces to Twitter Spaces, but good to go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't make them because of the old job, the old job. But I'll have to re-listen to them later, when I get some time, or hopefully you guys will just catch me up in the stream today.
Yeah, I need to catch up also because I had a live this morning and then went straight to my kids' football game, so I missed all the Twitter Spaces and all that good stuff. What time was it actually? Looks like, let's see. Oh yeah, that was was it this one, Waddy?
Fan, hello. Chaka Crypto, yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to catch up on that.
No, but I didn't get to join that one.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, I had another space helping out another project that they're pretty much coming out. Good people, good project. Just need a bigger community. That's all.
Yeah. And we got ASMR saying, "What's up, Chaka, Waddy, and Sean, the legend." ASMR.
Hey, fan, how you doing?
Eddie T, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for showing up. What up? He says, "Smash that like and sub." Yes, sir. Smash that like and sub. And if by chance you're not already following the Crypto Smith and Waddy the Crypto Hunter, check out their pages also. Show them some love.
Thank you.
Up? Hi, Eddie, and then Queen. I think Queen might be subscribed to you, Waddy. I think.
I don't know.
Chocolate like button sub, awesome. So, what do you guys think about the latest news we've gotten so far, and about the blockchain and all that? Let me fix this real quick.
Well, the latest news that I did hear was about the layer 2 blockchain, which is supposed to be, if everything goes according to plan, release on June of next year.
Yeah, June of next year. So that means it's already got to be. It already had to have been worked on because June that's quick.
Yeah,
so they were already working on this behind the scenes. It seems like.
Yeah, it seems like they had a plan, coming into this. So they had to have been, a few months deep already, which is cool. My stance. I think I've made it very, very clear. Blockchain use is the ultimate utility. If you create a blockchain and create a reason for people to purchase a token in order to interact with the blockchain, that I don't know that there's anything better than that. Currently in the crypto sphere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But putting the date on it is one of those things I don't. You're like, you don't like to see a date go up or June just in case, because anything can happen. That's a long way from now.
Yeah, I mean it is a long ways, and they said it. They said June. I was like, oh well, it's gonna be June. Hopefully, I mean,
it's out there.
They had to have been working on it. It's out there now. We got Legal Alien backstage. Let me go and pull up my boy Legal Alien. What is up, buddy? What's going on, Legal Alien?
What's up, Legal?
Dímelo, Legal.
Oh,
I think you're muted.
I think you might be muted, bud.
Yeah.
What's up?
Eddie T, how you doing?
Yeah, good, bro.
Okay, cool. What's going on, man?
Oh, chilling, man. Thanks for joining, bro.
For sure,
Chilling,
bro.
chilling, bro.
Always. Okay, bright camera. Cool. So I can mess with the effects as we're on.
That's cool. Those whatever you're using for those they look crisp and they follow your face perfectly.
Snap camera, bro.
That snap camera,
Yeah. Just download it on your computer.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
So we got
I told you about that program. Chaka. You remember when I was doing like the clown faces and all that?
oh yeah,
We're
that's
trying
the
to
same
forget that,
one,
Waddy.
What's going on, Daniel? Thanks for showing up, buddy. I appreciate you being here.
Let's go. Ooh, we got Finn in the chat. Let's go.
Crypto now in the building.
What's up?
How's it going?
How we doing?
Oh, another beautiful day.
What's happening, Michael?
All right, what's going on? Legal Waddy, what's going on, man?
What up?
Yeah, Eddie T saying what's up to Lazy. Daniel, what's up, Legal?
What up, Daniel? Ooh, I
Lazy
just
saying what's up to Ed. Ooh. You can see the fumes.
Well,
Fumes on that bad boy.
Wait, did that mute not go through?
I guess the question is, until people estimate day, because if I heard L2 blockchain news, I would think years from now. Well, see, fan, in this case, I think that this already has been in the works, and that's why they're confident to give more or less a date. That's my opinion.
I feel like
an estimate. I don't think it's it's not really that big a deal. It's just we've had so many issues before in the past, and it's just you just get that little cringy thing in the back of your mind. You're like, I don't know if I'd throw a date, but I mean they gave a month, so if there are a couple of weeks off here or there, I don't think that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
We just said 24 to 48 hours.
20.
It just depends, man. Anything can happen. Anything bad can happen. So you have to take into account. I think what the ETA is June of next year.
Yeah, June next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's bullish.
Yeah,
it's very bullish. But I think they've been working on this for a while.
Yeah, they had to, man, because it's June. It's already been in the mix. I would guess. Fan asked Legal, what happened to your stream earlier? Did it get rubbed? Something happened?
Bernie had me play this one. What's his name? Some British comedian named Lee Evans, and I got axed within 2 minutes. It just said your stream is violating policy or something like that, and I had to start a new stream. I never had that happen,
no.
and I've played full copyrighted music through and through on my stream. Like when Coolio passed the day afterwards, that stream, I played 2-3 of his songs all the way through and nothing happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, you get some British pounds. That's why.
Yeah, I guess, the Great British Pound is hurting that bad. They're like, nope, not today, son.
You got Sonia saying, what's up to Crypto Lounge?
What's going on? I saw that pound. Did it rebound? Or is it still...
It's still hurting.
God damn.
It's not. It's doing a lot better now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Daniel. I think that the layer 2 has been in the works, just on the back end there.
Yeah,
most definitely.
So what's the newest stuff? Was there anything dropped in?
From the first article that I read, they did a couple of partnership, which was June of this year. And it was before they even launched the token. So my guess is if they've already been working on layer 2 and then went to Korea to speed up the process, which is the $1 million, then that gives them the right to give us estimate time.
Yeah. Oh, we got Space Chick in the backstage. Let me go ahead and bring her up right quick. Hey, what's going on? How's it going?
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
What's going on?
Good.
Well, bullish.
How are you?
Good. I was like, oh, I came into a good one. All the guys are here. All right, let's go.
That's awesome. Well, how's your day going so far?
Good. I just drove back and it's from the city. So I was like hurrying. That's why I'm a little late, but I ran up the steps. I'm like, okay, I'm here.
Let's see. We got Lazy saying YouTube woke up and chose violence. Rest in peace, legals.
V1. Oh no, dang it, it's not working.
And then fans saying, "Woohoo! What's up, space chick?"
What's up, Eddie? What's up, y'all? Oh man.
Sonia saying, "Yes, women on stream."
Oh, I got you, Sonia. 1 second. Let me look for a filter.
Oh, here we go.
Darn it! I was gonna do it.
So what were you asking earlier, Sean? What was the latest?
Yeah, so I wasn't able to listen to the Twitter space today. Was there anything else dropped besides the layer 2? Any updates on the wallet?
Crypto Lounge, did you get a chance to go to I went from a live stream straight to my son's football game, and I haven't got a chance to check it out yet.
Not really a lot, I think there's a link to Austin's stream of the acceptance and, some of that stuff that we already saw, but I think a lot of stuff will be dropping tomorrow into Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice. You got Queen saying you guys are all amazing, but we need more women,
Yes.
Where's that filter at? Legal? Did you?
Oh, hold on.
Twiz giving us an update.
Oh, here we go. Twiz says, so to clear things up a bit, Augustin said that the money wasn't specifically for the layer 2. The money formalizes their partnership and is a down payment for future development.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Is that a burger?
That didn't work. Yeah, it was. It was.
Put it back.
Where'd you get that, bro? Take it off.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's not do that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No, you know what? Actually, I heard
that I did hear something about becoming mineable.
There you go.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
I heard that too. That's about the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know how does that work? There obviously all the tokens are pre-mined or already out there. How do you make it mineable?
Their blockchain would be proof of work, so their reward payout would be the MMAI token.
Yeah.
Oh, when the blockchain comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
That difficulty will be really high because it's a real small supply. So if you think about it, you're gonna have some a pretty good miner.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hash rate's got to be pretty high.
And they also the Nigerian partnership is big as well. Indonesia travel news and Indonesia.
Yeah, I remember. I heard,
okay.
That's right.
I heard Austin mention that. When is he going to Indonesia?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, fan. When is did he mention when he's going to Indonesia?
Was that the whole team or?
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where's Austin? We need Austin in here.
Yeah.
I was going to say a joke, but then I thought about it. I was like, nah, let me not do that.
Do it.
I was going to say, can we ask Augustine to take us there too? Just to take a look around. That's all.
Well, hopefully they get some rest. They just touched down, so hopefully they can get some rest.
I couldn't get no time off to go to Indonesia, even if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Indonesia? Come on. I could.
Isn't Bali in? No. Isn't it? Is it in Indonesia? Or am I tripping?
Bali is,
What's
yes.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
That was
cool.
Really good, Twitter space too earlier. Did you guys catch that?
No, I missed it, man. I went straight from. I did a live stream and went straight to my kid's football game and missed the whole thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Gonna have to go back and listen.
Unfortunately, I was on my own space, so when I was trying to get out of it, I noticed that it already finished.
Fan says they're shooting for around the end of November, December.
Okay.
Sometime if things align.
Right around
So
the
that's
corner.
coming up.
Welcome back, everyone.
Oh,
Wait. welcome back.
No, that was
Yep.
mine.
We had a
Oh,
I
quick.
was like-
we just
I
had
thought it was a
quick
game show time or something.
Yeah, we just had a quick commercial break. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Brought to you by.
Yeah, we had a word from our sponsors real quick. Daniel said I caught the Twitter space. It was a good one. That's awesome. Hey Daniel, if you want a link, man, let me know. I'll shoot you a link. You can jump on here with us.
It was a really good space.
Say what's up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, since you were in there also. So still waiting on the wallet. Still waiting on the wallet to drop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was sitting in the space, but I
Man,
wasn't
I
actually
was-
listening. I was live. Sorry, buddy.
I was I was just saying, I was just checking the wallet like literally every hour, every 30 minutes, and still nothing. But yeah, I'm waiting.
Check it again.
Yeah.
Check it again, Waddy.
Yeah. Huh?
Check it again.
I know,
Might
I'm
be
about to, man.
I would
Like-
much rather them take their time though too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some
Yeah.
people were saying like, "Oh, well, you said," and I was like, "No, it takes some time. You got to work out some kinks, the bugs, and you got to deal with Google. You got to deal with Apple. Y'all calm down, chill out."
No, I mean, even in my last live stream, I mentioned that we're just basically waiting on Google. Once
Yeah.
Google process it, then that's it. Now, the thing that people gotta understand is how many apps do Google get on a daily basis so they could get on. So it's not like MetaMonkey AI it's here and they just gonna skip everybody else. And yeah, come on, let's
You're
just
so
on
right.
You
I
probably
didn't even
can if
think
you
about
wave enough
that.
cash.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh no, you're not next. I'm sorry. We got there. You're
Yeah.
so right, because there's so many people who can make apps all the time,
Yeah.
every day, all day. So yeah, they gotta go through that too. That is a good. Mm-hmm.
I think it was
Yep.
resubmitted too, right? They had to do some alterations to it.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
okay.
reading that.
They had to do some revisions, and then they already resubmitted it, and now they're waiting on Google Play to okay it, and then 24 to 48 hours after that, okay, I guess.
Yeah, they can't really rush them. We're on their time now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm
It's
excited
even
for
worse
it.
with when you're dealing with Apple. What is what do they call it? I don't use Apple, so you gotta help me. It's not Play Store, but what do they call
Oh,
it?
it's just the App Store.
This App Store, yeah. I heard it was worse. The whole process is like elongated. It's like way worse.
Yeah, actually, I remember that. Well, I remember that being an issue for one of our favorite tokens last year, around November. It was available first on Google Play, and Apple took a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apple does seem to always take longer than the Google.
Yeah, because Apple
It's
is way
because they're
more
Apple.
strict, like literally big time strict.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apple's way better. That's why they take longer.
No,
No,
no.
it's just because they're Apple. That's how it is.
Uh-oh, he
They're
opened a can of
privileged.
worms.
Yeah. Clearly, I have an Apple.
Let's go, baby.
God bless you, man.
I've never had an Apple. I think I told you guys before. My kids bought an iPhone just so I wouldn't be able to get into their phone. I don't know how to work it.
What?
Well, dude, for real. I've
It's simpler
always
than your
had.
phone.
I just don't know it.
You're like, you know what? I don't even want to know. I wouldn't even want to know. If I was a parent, I'd be like, you know what? I don't know what
Yeah,
I'm
for real.
gonna get you a watch with a locator, and that's all you get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
King Savage saying hashtag A team, hashtag MetaMonkey AI. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thanks for showing
Yes,
up,
sir.
buddy.
Yes, sir.
And then Queen says she's team Apple.
No, Sonia, no. I regret getting you the iPhone.
That's right, Queen. Speak it.
And fan saying hi Twinkie. I'm not sure who Twinkie is.
I don't know who Twinkie is either.
We got Twinkie in the chat. What's up,
But-
Twinkie?
Hello, Twinkie.
I've got a question for
Repping that
everybody.
Apple.
What's up?
And
Go ahead.
this goes back to understanding where we started and where we are right now. So I'm seeing that in the very beginning when we were starting this, we were asking, right, what's the utility for the token, right? Because I know everybody conflates project utility with token utility. So we wanted to know what's the token utility, right? What are we going to get excited about? And there didn't seem to be any answers in the beginning, right? They weren't sure. Are we going to use the MMAI token to buy or to purchase things in the mall? Are they going to have to pay rent, in that token, or what was going to happen? And that wasn't answered. But now it seems like that's the deal. It's going to be used to purchase things in the mall. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yep. You
I
remember
also
the Critique video?
understood that the MetaMonkey token is actually also going to be used like some type of gas fee, like when you do the offline transactions. So I don't know if one of you heard of it.
Oh, we got Daniel
I
backstage.
think,
Let me go ahead and bring him up really quick.
I think there's going to be another token for that.
What up,
Kinda like a
Daniel?
bridge token. I think actually
what's
Daniel was
going
talking
on?
about that in the last time we talked with Daniel. He was telling us about that bridge token.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's going on, Daniel?
Nothing much. We talked a little bit about that today. Austin was kind of explaining a little bit how that'll work. It looks like there'll be a wrap token inside the wallet to make them exchanges, I think. And they're trying to get that wrap token to be MetaMonkey AI, so that when transactions are made on and offline, that middle token is like the holder token until it goes back, until the wallet goes back online and is able to complete that transaction. So, something cool, something different, give utilization to the token before the blockchain can even come out. So,
Yeah, for sure.
and looking to go to Indonesia, Austin said, to try to hook up with and do some partnerships out there too. Kind of the same as they're doing with Nigeria in the ride sharing stuff that they got going on, and the Pure Wallet's going to be at the center of all that. So that's kind of how that's working.
We got Austin. Let me bring up Austin in the house. Let me go to
way.
him really quick. What is up, man?
Yo,
What's
on,
going
everyone.
on?
How's it going?
What's up, Austin?
What's going on?
Where are the shades, bro?
No, man, I need to shave big time, dude. Sorry, I was sleeping, dude. I'm still trying to recover, so sorry about that.
Why? It's not like you were halfway around. It's not all the way around the world.
Yeah, for some reason, man, I'm just like, I thought I was gonna be like on point today. I got up, I like slept perfectly, and then I just told fam we like went to Costco and shopped, and I was just like, dude, I'm exhausted. I gotta go back and lay down.
It was the Costco.
I know, dude, this is tough, So, but it's all good, man. I'm happy that we're on here, and like I said, sorry I'm a little late, about 25 minutes late, so my bad.
Oh, it's all good, man. Welcome. Appreciate you being on here. And Texas, what's up, buddy?
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Hey,
What's up, Texas?
What's good, bro? How's
Sorry.
Florida?
Oh, it's a mess, dude. Sorry I'm late. I had bad signal, so I drove down the road just so I could come get on the stream.
What?
Oh, it's all
That's
good.
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
vacation, man.
It's a mess down here, man. It looks like a damn bomb went off down here. It's crazy.
That
Damn.
sucks, dude. That sucks. Man, I know it wasn't too good looking at on the news outlets. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Has the fatality count gone up since last time?
The last I heard, it's over 100, and there's still people missing. So I don't know.
Dude, it was only 70 last I heard, so now 100. Damn.
Yeah, it's over
Over
100 now.
100?
Yeah, it's terrible, man. Terrible.
That's pretty bad.
It
Wow.
was at
Yeah.
Fort Myers. It was like ground zero.
I actually
Yeah,
had
it's
no
pretty
idea there
bad.
was any. Wow.
No, I was
Yeah.
telling Nick earlier that it reminded me of Katrina.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the damage is like significant, like Katrina, man, for sure. Definitely.
So
It's
scary.
crazy.
Yeah,
So-
that's nuts.
That's
How's
awesome. that
everybody's
you're
night
down
going?
there, Nick.
Oh yeah,
It's
I'm
not
down
bad.
here hustling, baby. You gotta get down here and hustle and help some people, man.
That's what it's about, dude. Give back, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I was supposed to go down there last week for work, so obviously I didn't make it down
You
there.
just read it too.
Oh yeah.
Couple weeks.
What was that noise?
It sounded like somebody's hubcap fell off. I'm not sure.
It did sound like a
Oh no, it's my dogs. They're slapping their bowls. My bad.
Someone took a hard. Someone took
I
a
didn't
hard
even.
right.
I'm so used to it. I was like, "What are y'all talking about?"
Did someone's hubcap came off?
Yo.
That's funny.
So Twiz says one more person and we can play Hollywood Squares. I'll take Space Chick for the block.
Nice.
Hey,
That's
hey,
hilarious.
Austin, we were just talking about the whole MetaMonkey AI token being in the wallet as the middle token. I call it the middle token. You call it the wrap token. But you used in there for transactions and stuff. Maybe
Yeah,
you get it.
that's one of the major goals that they're focusing on right now. I mean, because right now the transaction goes to like if it goes into the top, it's called top up. So you're topping up, and so it's the top up wallet. So and how I envision it is sort of how Augie explains it too. I mean, there's almost like two separate wallets inside your. So it's not like it's like disappearing from the blockchain. That's not how it works. Basically, it goes into a new wallet and it's built into a smart contract, and so that's how the transactions are created. So it's still on the blockchain. It's still you can still see it, and yeah, it just goes in basically to an offline state, from being able to do that. And the reason how it works like on that offline state is because you couldn't go and you'd have to have another pure wallet for that transaction to happen. It's not like you could go and send it to MetaMonkey or send it to MetaMask or to Trust Wallet. It has to be sent to another pure wallet. So if someone wants to partake in this offline transactional stuff, you got to have another pure wallet. So because again, they're reading each other off the smart contract. But yeah, that token, what you call wrapped, and it's just the top up token because that's what it says inside the wallet, and it's just basically a blank token that's built in. And so the goal is, like I said, to make that into MetaMonkey AI. That's something that the team's working on right now. And again, I don't know how exactly it's going to work when it comes to the volatility. When people think like, oh, it's going to go into the MetaMonkey AI token, and if MetaMonkey AI token's so volatile, how is that going to work? Well, the thing is that there's a lot of ways you can work with a token, by just providing liquidity to a wallet, and it not have any issue. It's not tied to anything. Just like when people do burns on their tokens, those tokens don't do anything to your chart. Just like I was saying with a couple other cryptos out there that have burned a significant amount of token, it doesn't affect the charts or the numbers because again, they're already accounted for in a certain way. So you can do things and provide liquidity that way to where it doesn't actually affect the token inside the wallet, but it would be used for circulation and non-circulating, things like that. How that works, I'm not a developer, so I don't know exactly how that works. And I'm hoping that Dr. Kim, when this all goes through, has a better explanation of it so that we can maybe explain it better here. But that is a goal for them for sure.
Nice. Did you talk to Dr. Kim at all when you were there? Did you get a chance to meet him at all, Oswald?
We spent like every day together for like everything. Dude, the guy's the most nicest, down to earth dude I've ever met in my life. Like he's like,
that's amazing.
Dude, I can't even explain that. His hospitality, his everything, knowledge, just yeah, man. And he has a bunch of people working for him. You know what I mean? And a bunch of kids that he takes care of, and he's eager to get more kids into the program, and he's just that's just a really, really awesome dude. He really, I swear, man, you'll see, I mean, in his video, just the way he talks, he's and yeah, it was just a great experience. I can't explain it. And if you ever, like I said, if you ever want to go to some place that's like you can find your Zen moments, you go to Korea, man. Like it's just like so low key there. Everyone keeps to themselves. They're the nicest people in the world. The crime rate's really low there. So the people just, kids, like you can just let your kid do whatever you want because they know nothing's going to happen to them. There's cameras everywhere. You can't get away with anything there. Every car is required to have a camera running. So it's just like,
wow.
It's just a great experience, dude. I can't explain it. And everyone really is passionate about their culture there. Like they take care of things. Like there's no trash. There was a little bit in Seoul, but that's a huge city. So, but I mean, in a lot of the areas, there's really no trash. There's not even leaves. Like, I mean, it was just insane how well they keep care of their town and their cities because like people actually care. It's in their culture to do so. And yeah, dude, it was phenomenal trip, man. I'd go back there with the family in a heartbeat and not even sweat it.
That's awesome.
Good.
I advise anyone to go there if you need to get away from the hustle and bustle of the United States, man. You go to there and you'll be like, wow, dude, this is insane.
Yeah, I got to ask you about the mineable situation. Yeah, because that was kind of interesting. So we're actually going there.
Yeah, so there was so that's something that, again, that's a goal, right? When I say goal, like that's what they're trying to strive for, right? I mean, these are all things that they're trying to work into it, and until it's 100% finished, like you can only set a goal, right? You can set a goal and hopefully you meet your goal, and that's where a lot of these things are, right? Because they're in a development phase. So there's not like these are not promises. I want to make sure that's very clear out there. These are what they have on a you know a whiteboard saying these are our goals that we want to aspire to. And we're hoping that we can hit these goals with this, right? It is going to be proof of work. So if you have a proof of work, you could make it into a mineable token. However, they found a new solution, and this journal is already out there. And I'll see if I can actually find the journal and share it with everyone here, because it's probably about a, I don't know, 6-7 page journal of them describing how to. It's algorithmic, and I know when you guys hear algorithmic, you're like, oh God. You think of Terra Luna, but it's completely different than that, because it's the reason why it's algorithmic is because they're built in ways to make it more efficient and using less energy than the previous, like how Ethereum was and everything else. And that's basically built off smart contracts that that Ethereum has created, right? And so they go into details about that inside the journal here. But yeah, to make it mineable I think it would be pretty cool, because again, you don't want to go to proof of stake. That's one thing people mess up here, is that, because I was asking, like, why aren't we doing proof of stake? Like, if Ethereum went to proof of stake and Polygon's proof of stake, like proof of stake, like how come we can't go straight to proof of stake? And he said, when you drop a new blockchain, like going to proof of stake is a lot more centralized than people think it is. Yep. And there's a lot more bugs that you have to get through. And so to come out straight out the gate into a proof of stake would almost be a mistake. You should work towards a proof of stake, but you should come out in a proof of work. And that's what Dr. Kim and the team decided would be best. And then eventually work your way towards proof of stake. But yeah, that's sort of how it's going to work.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Sounds good.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be nice. Again, you guys know how blockchains work. I mean, there's just a lot of things you can do once you have your own blockchain and things driving it. And yeah, I think it'd be really, really cool to at least have it and be able to build the MetaMonkey AI token. And there's other things you can do off of that, right? I mean, maybe down the road, like I said, usually every blockchain has a stable coin. I don't know, they might just use USDC or Tether, who knows what they're going to use, but it opens up the door for other opportunities too. So, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. It's not going to be an algorithmic stable coin. We'll say that.
What I find so interesting about all this, Austin, we touched a little bit on it earlier, is the road that MetaMonkey AI is taking everybody down, and utilizing the blockchain outside of traditionally how people in the cryptocurrency realm think about the utilization of the blockchain. How we're talking about maybe utilizing the blockchain for rideshare programs and helping cities with different types of problems they may have within their city. And I think Andrew hit on this a little bit, you hit on this a little bit, so Augie hit on this a lot, just about how we think of cryptocurrency and blockchain. We have to think bigger than that and different than that. So I find that interesting, and I'm really loving that right now.
That's probably the most important thing that I took away from this, because when you go and you talk to, like, I'm not even joking you, when you go and you talk to these students and you talk to these professors and even Dr. Kim, like they know cryptocurrency exists, but like blockchain's bigger to them than cryptocurrency. Like these guys only look at it from that side of it. So when they build these things, they're building it from a blockchain standpoint. And in the use case of a blockchain, they could care less of what it does for a cryptocurrency. Because that's not how it works, dude. It doesn't work like that. Well, you're not like, oh, well, I'm going to build this to try to build the best cryptocurrency and make a ton of money off cryptocurrency and make all these tokens. Like, no, that's not how they're thinking, right? They're literally thinking, what is the best way we could build blockchain into something in industry and make a solution with it. And like, so when I was talking to them, like they were just like, when I was talking about cryptocurrency, they're like, yeah, that's cool, but like that's not really what we, what I mean? I was like, oh shit, because I'm looking at it from that side. Like we're all looking at it from like that investment side. They're not looking at it from that investment side. And I was like, that's actually sort of cool for me, because we all look at it from an investment side, and they're literally building it to like better it for their communities. Like that's it. This is just to make it more efficient, make it better. They don't care about the money side. And I just thought that was super cool, because I was totally completely opposite of that. And then they start to open up your eyes to really make you see like cryptocurrency is like going to be down the road. Cryptocurrency is going to be like 5-10% of blockchain. It'll always be there, but it will only be 5 to 10% of the blockchain. And I was just like, damn, like when you start to really think about it. And then they went down some things, you know, where you can use blockchain and not have any cryptocurrency tied to it, and it makes the process of things better. We're just actually going in there and tying cryptocurrency to it because we want to bring value to the token that we hold. But you don't necessarily have to do that for a blockchain to be successful.
That's crazy to even think about 5 to 10% of the blockchain just being cryptocurrency. The future of blockchain can be crazy.
And it's insane because that's the only way some of these projects are going to be able, or some of these big businesses will be able to tap into blockchain, is not be having it tied to cryptocurrency. Like Visa couldn't come over here and tap into crypto. I mean, that would break the laws of the SEC. You couldn't have PayPal do it. You couldn't have any of these companies do it, but they could tap into blockchain and do things within the blockchain to better their systems. But they couldn't tie it to anything until regulation comes. So I think it's good. It's just different when you start to look at it. And I think that we're ahead of the curve. I really feel that with the partnerships that we have.
Yeah.
No,
Do you know what the largest?
Can use it for record keeping, medical billing, all kind of stuff. I know the school systems, the independent school districts can use blockchain. They really could use it right now big time. But I mean, you could use it for a lot of stuff other than crypto.
Yeah, and you don't have to tie it to, like, everyone thinks like you have to get the government's approval to do these things, and it's like, dude, no, you just have to get cities that agree with what you want to do, or build things to what the city's trying to do. Like I brought up the whole Portland thing, like it's just that, and all these cities around the world, towns and cities, and they all have their own separate governments here deciding on what's going to be best for their citizens that live there. And there's so much to tap into. It doesn't have to be like America has to approve this for it to be successful. No, dude. Like literally, you could have 100 towns decide that, like, yeah, that's a good solution for us, and it would still be extremely profitable for everyone involved. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I think people forget too, like here in America, like we're so used to ride sharing programs. We talked a little bit about this earlier about my daughter. When she comes home from college, she waves her QR code in front of a scooter, and she gets on a scooter and she rides it, and they build that. That's a perfect blockchain type of solution. But we think about this like it's like that in every country, and a lot of countries, they don't have the ride share programs and stuff that we have, and that's just one element to it all. But we got into that a little bit today, just about how we look at it like everybody has what we have, and they don't. And if MetaMonkey AI can be there to help them bring some solution to that in a way to pay for that, then we're right there on the front lines, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, something just as simple, like my daughter was in Japan. She's in Italy now. She's in the Navy. She was in Japan a couple years ago, and when she would go out, she would show me, videos of all like the vending machines and the different cool stuff that they have in the vending machine. You get soups and whatever, but a QR code on the vending machine, be able to, something small just like that could be a blockchain, solution right there too. Just starting off small, just like a vending machine.
Because all the blockchain is just a collection of data, right? A secure way of collecting data, and you could keep it private if you wanted to, right? I mean, there's ways to do that. When it comes to the money side, tokens, it's a lot harder to do that because then people think you're hiding it from certain things. But I mean, the blockchain really is just a secure way to secure your data and know that it's valid, right? And so there's so many things that again, you could start to open up your eyes, like. Crypto Lounge said, I mean, just from the standpoint of, medical information. And again, I know it takes a lot to get to medical information, but I mean, like you just said, there's so many ways. And when you start to really pay attention to the things in your life that you go, wow, that could actually be used for blockchain, you'll start to open up your eyes to what, like, some of these things, some of these people, some of these presentations I sat in front of are saying. And you're like, it blows my mind that you never think about it like that, because we're so wrapped up in cryptocurrency and how crypto is gonna change the blockchain, and blockchain is gonna change crypto. It's the other way around. And like I said, we're just so new to it that, like, that's what we've trained ourselves to believe. So it could be anything, man. Blockchain could be anything, anywhere, as long as you build it the way that it needs to be used in that situation. And no one can tell me otherwise after seeing everything that can happen. So
yeah, And Twiz is talking about different things you can get in the vending machines in the chat. He said you can get beer and other stuff. And then Twiz, of course, ASMR fan says Twiz, of course you would know. He says he's lived there for a few years. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool going into, because again, you got 7-Eleven there, and 7-Eleven has like everything that you possibly can buy inside 7-Elevens. And yeah, like I said, it's just the food's great, man. If you guys like food, that's the place to go for some good food, man.
That's
Oh, bro, what?
Oof.
I saw your TikTok.
Dude, it's
Oh,
like so
what?
clean too, man. It's like it's just like I didn't feel like I ever overate. You just feel like you're eating clean food. It's like weird. I can't even explain it. It's just like, wow.
Look at you. You want to go back. He's like, when am I going back?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what was the best meal you had over there? The name of the place?
We had like we went to a Korean barbecue place, and it was like a Wagyu rib. So it was like the rib off the Wagyu, dude. And it was like, so, and they come and they cook it all for you. So it's not like you have to cook it, even though you could cook it, but then they cook it and they, cooked up like raw garlic and, everything. And then they have like, all these dishes, dude. And we ate with, we went to the city of, I can't remember the name of the city. Like I'd butcher it if I said it, but we went there, we met with, they have a Metaverse team, people that are like hired on to run the Metaverse for their town. And I posted that with them. And there's a guy there. He's like the second hand man to the mayor. And he was with us. And dude, the whole entire table, dude, was just filled with dishes, like side dishes and like all these things that you can eat from. I mean, there wasn't even enough room for all the plates that were there. And it was like, seafood pancakes and regular kind, because they eat a lot of these pancakes, which are like a Korean pancake. I don't know if you guys know what those are. And then you could put different things in there. It could be vegetable, it could be seafood, it could be all these things. And so then that was a great experience there too, because it's just a bunch of different kinds of foods, and you're just eating it with a bunch of people, having a good time, good conversation. And so I think that's what's nice, is that you're eating good food with people and having great conversations, and that was what the coolest part was.
Hey, nice. Bro, that was a very expensive rib. I'll just go ahead and say that.
You
said Wagyu rib.
Dude, it's crazy. The food, it's not as expensive as you think there. The food, we went out and ate. We went out into the seafood city, and dude, it's like the biggest. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have actually seen the seafood cities there, but it's so big. Everything is just seafood, man. It goes from like, it's a big warehouse full of seafood on like 2 levels, and you go there and you pick out your seafood. It's like alive. It's all live seafood, and you're like, oh, I want that fish, and it's like swimming in the freaking tank, and you're like, okay, let's eat that fish, and so they grab it out, and so you pick all your fish, you pick your shrimp, you pick whatever your king crab, whatever it is, and like, dude, it's super cheap. I'm not even kidding you. Like this tuna side, this like yellowtail fish was like this big, or like however big it was, and it was like $14 for this big thing, and they cut it all up for you and they cook it. They go take it up to a place and they cook it, and it's like all built into the price of the seafood. And so like, it's not as expensive as you think it is. It's just because there's so much of it. Like the demand for it is so much, there's so many there, that it has to be cheap for it to be able to sell off the shelf, right? And so it's super crazy, man. Like king crab, like a whole king crab usually here is like, to get like a whole king crab, it's like $200 here in the States, right? We're talking like the shell, all the legs, it's like $200 there. It's like $60, dude. And like that whole like king crab would like feed an army. You know what I mean? So it's just different, dude. The food is cheap. Like it's cheaper than you think. There's things that are more expensive, obviously, but when it comes to the food side, they've kept the prices very reasonable. Like you would save money going there and eating. Yeah,
no, that Wagyu is very expensive. It's good too, but it's expensive. I know. I think one of those Wagyu steaks over here is like what, $350.
Yeah, not there, dude. It's not even close. It's crazy, man.
That's cool.
Hey, so you were saying there was 12 presentations in total when you were over there. Are these different? Was it different projects, or what were they presentations of? Is it?
Yeah, there were different projects, and some of them didn't gear towards MetaMonkey AI. Some of them geared towards, because like you guys remember, Cognigo is the mother, is sort of the mother to all of like what MetaMonkey AI is doing, right? So there's things that can actually might not be blockchain related, but they're AI solutions that was created that now maybe Cognigo can actually take out and put into industry as well. And so again, you guys know that Cognigo has a lot of the partnerships with this, and now MetaMonkey's come in as a sister company to Cognigo to sort of create blockchain and metaverse. Well, there's a lot of AI solutions out there that wouldn't make sense for the blockchain at this time, but it would make sense for Cognigo to go in and use this and maybe use it in real world, cases right now. And so there was just cool things like even like facial recognition software, to where you can make it even more secure through facial recognition. And there's a student working on that. He's just solely focused. And this guy was super funny. He's like, I got a YouTube channel, because they were like saying we got YouTube channels. And he's like, I got a YouTube channel. It's got 400 subscribers, but it's for my dog, and it was pretty funny. And so he basically, his whole goal is focusing on like just facial recognition, software facial recognition for security purposes. And, so that's what he's gearing it towards. Could we use that towards like the wallet? Maybe, but there's other things that they're looking at using it for. And so there's just things that, are on the edge of like, maybe it could be used for MetaMonkey, but, we do know it could be used for things that, Cognigo can actually use inside their industry. So again, there's still a company over here. Like, don't forget about the other company who's also supporting MetaMonkey and helping run MetaMonkey AI. So, they're going to be taking solutions from this too, and building that company too. So
nice. How big were these presentations? Was there a bunch of people in there? Was it like a private thing? It was like
all this, like most of the students and the professors, and there was probably, I don't know, 60, 70 people in the auditorium, maybe, give or take. They came up there, and the presentations varied from like 10 minutes to 7 minutes, depending on what they were talking about and what they were presenting, right? And they were giving very high level overviews. It wasn't like in the weeds of anything. It was just saying, here's what the concept is, here's what we've been working on, here's our goals, this is what it is, right? And so that's what it was. And so I'll pull from there. There was like 12 presentations, but I'll pull from the ones that make sense, because if I start putting it out there for everyone, people probably get confused, and you don't want things that maybe Cognigo will be using. You don't want to be saying MetaMonkey AI is using it, because it would just convolute some things, So, but it's super cool, just the thought process behind what MetaMonkey AI is doing, and sort of how Cognigo plays a factor into this whole thing too, and the resources that they have at NS Labs is ridiculous. I didn't realize that a lot of these professors actually come from industry. I thought they were just teaching, about AI solutions, and no, they're actually like working on this stuff. They're professors that worked for Samsung and LG and Kia and all these things that have come in for AI solutions, and now they're working for NS Labs, and they're hands-on helping build and show the project leads and all the other students on how things are working, and they're like working as team units for these things. So like the wallet has a team built, that's just a team built together to build the wallet. They have a team over here dedicated to build the blockchain now, and it's all led by people that are in industry, that were used to be in industry, that are now part of NS Labs building this technology. So you got some smart individuals who've been a part of a lot bigger companies. So
nice. And you got Dr. Rob in the chat saying that the facial recognition would go great with the wallet and voting authentication. Hell yeah, that would be.
I literally thought the same thing, dude. And it's just different, because they were also a part of the. They worked with Samsung and LG when they went from 4G to 5G. And so on one of the presentations, we go into the actual museum, and I'll share it with you guys. The latency between 4G to 5G is insane. So like if I wave my hand right now, it picks up pretty quickly, right? Well, like there's a latency on 4G to 5G where if I raise my hand, it takes like an extra second for it to actually come into the camera, where 5G is like instant, right? And so now they're saying like, wait till you get to 6G and all these other, move it on up. And so they helped with that solution and into those phones and everything that we got going on. But I don't think people realize like what goes on behind the scenes with NS Labs. I mean, they've worked with some pretty incredible companies and did some AI stuff for them. So
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. And they keep it all in there to like for everyone to see. It's almost like their prized possession, right? You walk into their museum, it's like a museum of all the technology that they've created for all these partnerships. And it's right there for everyone to see. It's like, it's like a place that you go to show everyone like, hey, this is what we've done. It's pretty cool.
Is it cool. Like the video, like the one we have up? Is it like
that?
Yeah,
exactly. If you pull up that video, Chaka, on the MetaMonkey AI page, that's exactly what the campus looks like. They literally made a metaverse. When I walked in, it's exactly the same thing. So if you go to the MetaMonkey AI web, their YouTube channel.
Oh, the YouTube.
It's the NS Labs. It's the NS Labs.
Because somebody asked me, I wonder if LG knows that they're using that in there. I was like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, go to that one right there. The
first one?
purple. Yep, that one right there. Yep. And I think if you go to has to be, I don't know exactly where it is in there.
Which is now today, non-face-to-face contact has become the norm. Social and economic activities are also changing to non-face-to-face.
Yeah, yeah, right there. Go a little bit further.
Lives.
Keep going.
The
non-face-to-face keep going.
Is in full swing, and the metaverse is considered to be
right here, right there. Go, yeah, right in that sort of area.
Technology is very weak.
Oh, this is actually what they have set up, something like this.
So yeah, go back just a little bit to the beginning.
Existing metaverse.
Yeah, here we go. Let's wait right here.
NS Lab has precisely understood that.
Yeah, like this little thing right here. This is 5G innovation right there. They just zoomed in on when they first came down into it. Like that's all there. That's like when you first walk into the building. That's what you see.
That's so cool.
Oh wow. I can't even think beyond 5G. I mean, 5G already is fast. I mean, what 6G is just going to be? You just think about it and it happens, or because it's
our hands are going to fry.
Yeah, this hall right here. This is their hall right here. So when you walk in, this is what you see when you walk into their 5G. This is like right in there, and they have everything. You know, there's the 5G, the AI face recognition that the guy was talking about. Yeah, it's got all these modules and everything that you can see that they've worked on. And then behind that wall right there, that there was a wall that was back over there. Behind that wall is the actual showing you the metaverse. The guy actually there's a big screen up there, and the guy was walking through the metaverse, and it has instead of goggles, it has glasses, so you can see through glasses versus goggles. It was pretty wild, man.
Wow. So cool. Now I want to go back and look at all those. You can see them in there in the video.
Yeah, like this stuff right here isn't in there. This is a little outside. It's just inside that innovation. Yeah, it's inside the innovation place. Like that's like when you first walk in to the left-hand side, it's all innovation, and that whole thing right there is what it is. So it's exactly what they put on the screen here.
The LGU Plus corporate
that's pretty cool.
Embodies the
I didn't even think that was. I just thought that was their metaverse that they put together, putting in all the information that they had available. I didn't think that was like their museum that they had.
Yeah, and there is a place that shows. I think it might be in the beginning too, of like shows the campus and the buildings of like the actual NS Lab building. And I don't know exactly where it's at. It could be in the beginning or.
A Korean company. Are mounted on the ROKS
but yeah,
it just shows the front of the building.
It shows like the building and like everything. It could be towards the end.
To cyber attacks. Creativia provides differentiated.
I don't know exactly where it's at.
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
You know what I'm talking about? It shows the building, and then like it shows like the campus.
System that supports payment inside the exhibition hall. The certification of ownership of digital creations and profit distribution.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
Digital creations and NFTs.
What happened to NATO?
Probably at the end.
Yeah, he lost signal.
Lost signal.
Pure Wallet is a blockchain.
So that right there is like when you walk in there, this lab is like 6 stories tall. I mean, it's and on each lab there is a different like they have offices built in. I mean. They got dormitories in there for students and for people that are staying, but they have multiple buildings that they work out of. And it's just they got their teams in there. They have different areas for the students. They got different areas for the team leads. They got different areas for the professors. And then they got big areas that they can work together in. And yeah, it's just it's everything you need to think of from like a program standpoint.
So Austin, layer 2 blockchains for them. We're not there first, right?
For the layer 2 blockchain.
Yeah.
So they've so that's the thing is that through the use of blockchain, again, you got to think about like they've never this is like commercializing a blockchain, right? So you can go in and you can create blockchains and you can do things, from like an experimental standpoint or from writing a journal on how things work. But that's the thing about how this whole thing works is like none of this has been commercialized. So you can't go like you can go and study Polygon, right? And that's what I was saying. You can go study and you can recreate Polygon right now. You can go back through and recreate Polygon. You can create anything. But and it's a lot easier to be able to recreate a blockchain. But you couldn't go use that blockchain because you would be, they would come back and sue you for using the blockchain that's, that they've created, right? And so again, they've done things with the blockchain, but this is the first time they actually are going to go in and commercialize a blockchain for someone, to where there's actually a use case needed, like we're building. So they have been, doing blockchain technology and building things within a blockchain, but they have not commercialized a blockchain like this, if that's what you're asking.
Hey, Austin, kind of backtracking a little bit, but we were talking about utility. As far as gas token, is it set in stone that, the MetaMonkey token, is it going to be a gas token, or will there be additional tokens?
I think everything that they're trying to do for the blockchain and for the wallet and everything like that, that's the whole goal, is to tie back to MetaMonkey AI, to make MetaMonkey AI the token of value here. And so that is the goal. That's what everything's been talking about. And until, like I said, until they get going with the whole thing, we'll have more information on it. But that is the goal that they're all striving for. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
I see NATO trying to get in here, but I think he's got a bad signal. It's just not letting him up yet. So.
It says Hurricane TX.
Oh, yeah,
Hurricane.
that's not NATO. That's Hurricane TX.
That's funny right there.
So what's your guys' thoughts, Sean, Wadi, Crypto Lounge, Legal? What's your guys' thoughts on the newer information that we got? Anything?
Honestly speaking, man, I just love everything that they're doing, and the fact that we could actually confirm that they're doing what they say they're doing. I just feel better about it, because in reality we've been burnt in all the projects. But when you actually have, Austin be part of the team, go down there with the team and see everything, and then come back and tell us everything he saw, and he's fascinated about it. You could tell that he's passionate about the project. So, I mean, better than this, can it get? Just asking.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Wadi on that one. That's honestly, when you get in, we've talked about this before, when you get into a project or you're even considering it, you have to trust the team, right? Your trust goes into the team, the devs, the tech can be worked on, communities can be built, but the team that's behind it, that's where you're placing your trust, when you put your money up. And so when, Austin goes to Korea to actually see, this is a real business. These are real people. They have real experience, in certain fields, other than just having to trust them, which we do for nearly all of these tokens, right? We have to trust, that they have done what they said they've done, or do have the backing they say they have. And now you've actually seen it. So that does give it just an additional level of trust and faith. It's hard to come by in this space.
Yeah, and it's that's the thing that's been tough. That's probably the hardest part, right? Is believing in something. And I'm not going to sit here and sell you guys on everything that's happening. Like, I mean, I'm excited for myself because of the opportunities that we see in front of us with this and the potential behind it. I really believe that there is. And again, that goes without saying. There's going to be bumps in the road, and I want everyone to be aware of that. Like, this is cryptocurrency, and to sit here and say that everything is going to be cupcakes and rainbows would be unfair to any project. And so, like, there is going to be bumps in the road. Like, things are going to come up. Things are, this is blockchain, and so, like, I just want everyone to be aware of that those things, some things happen. You know what I mean? And I get that this space doesn't allow for things to really happen or mistakes to be made. But there will be mistakes, and I think everyone should be aware of that, right? I don't know when those will come or how they'll come, but I think that we should always be talking about that too, and to realize like that no one's perfect in this space, and no project's perfect either. And so like I don't want anyone to be set up that this is like the best project to ever come through cryptocurrency. So I do want to make that very clear. I do want to say that because that's just I guess that's sort of common sense thing to say, but I feel it's something that we need to say in this space more often.
Yeah, no, and okay, so as we see that it was like, okay, so I don't want this to sound bad, but it was born within the meme category, right? But is doing more than what a meme coin usually does. So that's what I'm saying. Like, in my opinion, if you want to keep it within the meme category, this is the best meme token I've seen so far, because at least they're actually doing something. They're not just promising and not delivering. And yeah, I mean, I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know about the rest of the investors, but just like Austin just said, for myself, I see this as a great opportunity. I see it as a great project because they are actually delivering. That's all.
Yeah, and they're
for me is just transparency, man. I'm really tired of the projects where you got like one dev and he lives in the Telegram. That's all you just see Telegram messages, and I'm sick of that. So the transparency aspect of this project is really cool, And then with Austin, we have an added benefit of having Austin, really, because I don't think a lot of projects have an Austin. You know what I mean? And we have that benefit. He's actually a surrogate. He's seeing all these stuff in real life, and he's kind of transferring all that information to us. So that's an added benefit as well. But I mean, the transparency, that's what I love about it.
The transparency too, like listening to Augustin answer some of the hard questions in these Twitter spaces, sometimes on chat. You can tell there's nothing. He is being totally transparent. And he's answering so smooth because he knows the answer already. He's not thinking about it. He doesn't say, "Oh, you know what? Got to get back to you." He knows the answer. He's just being transparent, and that answer is the same when he's asked that same question in different spots. I really appreciate that. I think it's great the way he speaks and answers some of the tough questions. It shows a lot about his character.
It does, and he's like such a down to earth guy, man. And he's just like, you could just tell he's humbled. I mean, like, and he's like him and Andrew are perfect for one another, because Andrew is like high octane. He is high energy. I mean, the dude, like, he called me at like midnight, or midnight his time. He called me this morning, and he's just so excited about. They were meeting with Probit and everything like that, and just how everything went through, and they everything, and he was just excited about it. But he's calling me at midnight. He's still working at midnight. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, geez, man. And it's just, he's just go. And Augustine's he's just like even keeled, like just super relaxed, and they work. It's a perfect marriage, dude. It really is. And that's what I was excited about, because that was my fear was, you meet these people first time. You have this first time like experience of meeting the team, and you don't know what it's going to be like, right? You're sort of like, oh crap, are they going to be, how are they going to be with each other? Like, is it going to be like, arguments or, no, none of that, dude. That's not even how it is. It's just, and it was like, man, this actually might be pretty damn good, So
that's cool. So his public persona is not just a representative. He is who he is, and he's the same person outside the Twitter space and outside YouTube. That's cool. That's genuine.
And Andrew's the same way. And I mean, I know Daniel spoke to Andrew on the phone a couple times, and he's the exact same way. You'll see him in a Twitter space. It's the exact same thing that you'll see him see. I mean, there's no one's hiding anything here like that, and I can appreciate that, because that is one thing that has opened my eyes with this project, and it is cool. Like, I got lucky to be a part of something like this, but that's one thing that sucks in this space, is that I feel like everything's so secretive. Like, just even how to get on an exchange, or even what an exchange entails, or just the smallest things, how contracts are and all this stuff, or like even like what, like when we went through and just talked about liquidity versus market cap and how the manipulation and all that, like no one was talking about any of that. And it was just nice to finally, like, these people are just open to telling it what it's like, and sort of what the behind the scenes things look like. And it was just like, that's how it is. They just want to keep it real. And they've done that. And it was just nice that I sat there and was able to see it like that, and to this day, I think the goal is to keep it real. Why would you not? Why would you try to, pump everyone up for some bullshit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just double back up.
It's a perfect example of a fully doxed team too.
I mean, probably some people are gonna hate me for comparing the project, but let's say, for example, Shiba, there was a lot of hype about it, and everybody wants Shiba, and they're doing this and they're doing that, but yet they still haven't fully delivered anything that they promised. So then here comes MetaMonkey AI, and they're like, we're gonna do this, boom, done. We're gonna do this, done. We're gonna work with this, done. You know, and if you just go throughout the whole history of different tokens that have launched and they keep saying we're gonna do, but then again they come up with excuses. We can't do this because of this, and then so what MetaMonkey AI told me literally that majority of these projects come out here making promises and they know they can deliver. They come also with excuses. We cannot get on coin market cap because of this reason. We cannot get on coin exchanges because of this reason. And they managed to do all of that within weeks. So us as content creator, you know, like, I mean, like I said, to me, it just tells me a lot, and that a lot of project just comes with excuses, and it's not throwing shades at any project specifically, just general talk.
Yep.
No, that's just the difference between when you're really doing something legit versus, like Austin just said, you're just bullshitting.
Yeah,
There's the difference right there.
And one of the cool things too, I mean, like people have already said like, well, you know, they're using, you know, the investors' money for the blockchain and what that costs. Like, and what's crazy about this is that like they've already this money is you know, this was funded by Cognigo, you know what I mean? And this was even if you go back and do the math on this stuff, like they're investing in this project. And they're not relying on like the tokenomics to fund this. They're not relying on, you know, the tokenomics to build their marketing wall to go get on these exchanges or to go do this. I mean, if they were waiting for that, we would not be where we're at today. Because if you just go back and look at the taxes of everything, it's not even close. And on top of that, even when they go back and you say, okay, so we raised $1.5 million through Ethereum, right? Well, if you go back and look at it, 1.2 of that out of 1.5 went straight to liquidity. So, I mean, you got $300,000 left over. If you guys know how much it costs to get on these 4 exchanges, you would realize, okay, so, you know, so that used the rest of the money, if not more. And then, you know, you got all the marketing that they did way beforehand. You got web page, you got all the stuff that they did well before any of this kind of stuff, right? And then on top of that, you just, you know, wrote a check for $1 million to NS Labs. Like the money doesn't add up. And so, you know, they are funding this knowing what the future is going to hold. Like, you're not going to go drop all this money into a project if you didn't think it was going to actually work out for you. You just don't go do that. You don't go drop $1 million on a project in hopes that it does something, right? I mean, I just don't see that happening. You know what I mean? And
I would hope not.
Well, yeah, you know, you'd be out of money. You know what I mean? Like you would, if you're doing that just to fail, like you'd be out of money. It'd be, you know, stupid business. But I truly, like I said, I mean, I saw it. Like we could see it happening. And the thing is that now you got, you know, you're over there funding, you're helping, you know, fund students and a program and put, you know, make this actual like a business now. You know what I mean? Like this is actually coming to a contractual business agreement. This is what we're doing, you know? So it was just really nice. And now it became real, you know what I mean? And now you got these people working on it. I mean, Andrew stayed over there 2 more weeks to work on the phase 2 and phase 3. You know, he's over there going to be at the college. He's actually staying on campus, which is funny. You know, he's staying on campus, and they have nice facilities there. So like it's like staying in a 5-star hotel at these campuses. So he's staying on campus to work with the teams because he wants to make sure that like what we've been talking about on Twitter Spaces and what we've been talking about on here of like what the wallet should look like and how, again, cryptocurrency plays a big factor into the wallet still. And so bringing those functions in. And so he wants to be there to drive it for the next 2 weeks and make sure that happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, kudos to him for staying back and doing that, you know?
I kind of been neglecting chat a little bit. I apologize if you guys are in here, and you know, appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Cool and Chris, I seen your question earlier. He said, "What's up, Chaka? Am I tripping? Did you have to start another channel?" Nope. Knock on wood. No V2 yet. I still the same channel, organically growing. And then we seen Hobbs jump in. Said, "Damn, Austin, that facial hair went full caveman. Love this lineup, ladies and gents. Appreciate you being here too, Hobbs."
I let it go crazy.
What's up, Hobbs?
up, Hobbs?
Love Hobbs.
And good point. Dr. Rob says, let's see them talk nonsense in about a year from now.
They'll probably find a way. Man, I really wish I was there to watch that presentation you did with all the capabilities of different possibilities of blockchain, dude, because I know there's more to it, and just the way you speak about it, and I don't know, I kind of wish I knew everything you knew that was there.
I know. It's like shifting your brain, right? Like having to shift it. Like, okay, like the way you said it makes sense. Like there's more to blockchain than just crypto. Because I know, like at work with our documentation, like I know that's on a blockchain, like, and that's in the medical. So when I saw that, I was like, hey, what system are we running off of? And I looked it up and I was like, this is a freaking blockchain. This is cool. So
there's a lot that will open up your eyes. And I mean, like when you start to think about like even the capabilities of being able to take fiat dollar for dollar, and being able to use it inside of an app that converts to a token and then back to a dollar, or like whatever that could be, like just to think that if that potential is there, and again, they haven't came out and said that could happen. This is my thought process, right? And something that I want to push for, because I think it would be fantastic if you were able to do that. You know what I mean? Imagine dollar for dollar value on this, where someone, again, not just in the United States, because this is beyond the United States for me, because there's a lot of people out there that have iOS phones that just don't have services for them, don't have Wi-Fi to it, don't have any of that kind of stuff. And to be able to switch dollar for dollar, or you know, being able to go take won and switch it in for won, or go over to Nigeria and use their currency, because again, you know, they're in a lot worse situation with their currency, and same with, you know, down in Indonesia and things like that. And so when you start to really think about it like that, it changes the game on how this can work. And like I said, you know, PayPal and Visa and all these other, you know, ways that we do business can't tap into stuff like this because of the SEC stuff that's attached to it. So, and I've never seen PayPal or even Visa or any of those have an offline transaction. If you're going to use your phone for PayPal, you got to have service to be able to open up and get into your thing and send money from there. I mean, there's no offline for Visa. There's no offline for Venmo. There's no way. And what made me think about this is we landed in South Korea, and Andrew forgot to change his service. And so he had no service, dude. He had a phone, but he couldn't do anything with the phone, you know, and I was sitting here laughing at him. I'm like, dude, you need the Pure Wallet. Like, and I was joking, but I was like, holy crap. Like, what happens now if like you don't have service, or you don't have like any, like say your money was like stored away digitally? Like, what would you do at that point? You know, you don't have service, you don't have Wi-Fi, you don't have anything. What would you do? And, and that's when I started thinking like, shit, dude, this actually could be a lot more beneficial than some people think, you know? But again, there has to be some adoption. It doesn't have to be mass adoption. It just has to be the cities and the towns that you work with to adopt it. And that's what got me to that Portland. And sort of like what Daniel was talking about is that, you know, in Portland, to do any parking in Portland, to park in their garages, to park on the side of the streets, any of that, you got to download their parking app. And it's Portland's parking app, and you got to download it. And then you got to like put in your location, and it pins your location to where you're at. And then you got to pay. And then you basically have a QR code now showing the proof that you paid for it. So again, like imagine what you could do from a parking standpoint with a blockchain, you know what I mean? And building that in, you just got to have an app that does that, right? And keeps all the information and everything like that. And so, you know, and again, now when I go to Portland, I got to have this app. So everyone's downloading this app that parks in Portland, and you're using it, and you're funding money through it. And so it just has to be a town or a city that, you know, I guess takes your technology and uses it, and you're set. And so that's the gearing here. And there's so many towns, so many cities that you could go to and say, hey, here's what we could do for you, and here's how it can benefit you and your citizens. And again, a lot of these countries, like in Indonesia, in Nigeria, they're looking to find solutions. They just don't have the technology or the people willing to reach out and find the solutions for them. And so that's what we're tapping into.
Yeah, it was so hard for me to wrap my head around what Andrew and Augie were saying about blockchain technology, and the things that could be used for. Took a couple conversations and a lot of deep thinking to think, oh my God, like, okay, here's where we're going. And it's completely new, completely different. I mean, and then you start to, when you open your mind a little bit, you start to read articles a little bit, and even Walmart is used VeChain, and for like something that was just massive. There was articles out about it, and I'm thinking, damn, that's a blockchain right there. So They just use them guys, so it's the possibilities are endless. And you don't if you don't know it and you're not exposed to it, you would read an article about Walmart using VeChain and you'd say, well, what the heck is VeChain? Well, it's a blockchain, right?
Yeah.
Until you know it and you're educated on it, you have no idea. And MetaMonkey kind of is opening people's eyes to that, and that's just it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be a part of. But I wanted to say to Austin though, yeah, there will be failures along the way. It's going to happen. Happens in every startup business. It is what it is. But I think with the team that's in place, it's not about the failure. It's about getting ahead of the failure and letting people understand what's going on and how it's gonna be fixed and what the plan is. And Augie's done a great job in doing that so far, and so haven't you. So it's not about what doesn't work and at the moment. It's really in the crypto space about being ahead of it, not behind it.
Yeah, being proactive. Yep.
Yeah.
Clear communication too. Got to have a clear line of communication. Transparency.
And I've always told the team too, like if we messed up, like I would much rather just say, dude, we messed up. Like it's, you know what I mean? Than try to just play it off or speak side. Like that's one thing I can never get on board with is trying to feed a bunch of bullshit to a bunch of people to try to cover up whatever happened, right? Just come out and say, dude, like this is what happened. It's a sucky situation, but we're going to move on from it. And here's the plan that we're going to do to move on from it or whatever it might be. Right. Versus trying to cover it up. You guys know how that all works. I mean, you never get out of that lie. You'll just never will. Like, it's just impossible. Sometimes you think that you might, but like it will come back to bite you in some way or capacity down the road. And it's just I just believe that you need to hit it straight on, say what it is or whatever you need to say. And, that's just how it should be. And yes, Cool and Chris, he did meet with Probit. He called me today at midnight and was just super excited about the conversation and everything. The one day we went over there, we met with a couple of the people from the cities, and then the other day we met with some media people over there that were going to do some media marketing at a lot of the conventions and things like that. So we met with them. It had to been what? Is that Saturday? I don't know. My days are all mixed up because we were like ahead a day. I came back a day. I went through a time travel. So I don't know what day it was, but we definitely met with them. So we'll see how that goes all works together. In addition to that, I did talk to Augie. They are hiring. I think this is something I could say because I think it's extremely important for everyone to know. Cognigo is hiring basically a journalist and a writer to start writing professional articles that we can actually put out there on the internet, like I was telling you guys about on that Twitter space. So we're going to be able to start partnering with I'm hoping that we can get on there with like CoinDesk, get out there with cryptonews.com and cryptonews.net. And a lot of these outlets, so we can start putting on there, Yahoo Finance, things like that. So, that's coming down the turnpike here.
Ooh, we can get a good Medium too going, like a good Medium account.
So that's going to start with the Medium. We're going to have a MetaMonkey page, so we'll be able to publish it there and then also push it on the other platforms. But it is going to be a professional writer that's writing. It's not just going to be it's not going to be just me who has English 102 or 101 and 102 background. You know what I mean? So.
And again, if you look at how much it costs just to get an article on CoinDesk or get an article on Yahoo Finance, again, I'm pretty sure that Cognito is going to fund some of that, because I can tell you from what it costs and what I understand the cost to be, you're still not covering that with your taxes.
Yeah, no, it's extremely expensive. We've done a lot of research on it, reached out to a lot of different platforms. Some of them, you can partner with them, and it's not guaranteed for anything. Right? You can send them your articles, and it's up to them whether they want to publish it or not. But then there's a lot of other platforms that require you to pay to play the game, right? I mean, how else do they make money? So then the part of me is like, well, now we have NS Labs. Can we just have them create like an aggregator that just puts together all the most important news outlets? We can just create our own news outlet, and then just make sure MetaMonkey AI's article is number one all the time. I was joking around, but that opened up people's eyes. They're like, shit, maybe we could do something like that. You never know, right? I guess all the possibilities are on the table with stuff. You never know,
Sounds like CMC.
That's what I'm saying, right? Well, that's what they did, right? I mean, that's exactly what CoinMarketCap, but they don't really push any articles out there as much as I think that they should. But I mean, CVC was doing that, which I thought was great, right? They had their own aggregator, for the longest time, or now Shibnobi Analytics. So I mean, they created their own place to go to do that. But again, I don't think people realize that it's there. So.
Well, Josh came up with an interesting question. Can you export transactions as files for tax purposes?
I don't think so. I mean, like maybe down the road. I know right now that's sort of what CoinTracker does. Is it CoinTracker or what was it called, guys? Is it CoinTracker? Is that what it is? Is that what we use?
I think it is CoinTracker.
Yeah, I know CoinTracker does that, and you can actually export into an Excel file all your transactions. You plug your wallet in. I think it's actually a pretty easy interface. Because all it does is just, you plug your wallet in, push submit, and it literally puts it into an Excel sheet and tells you like how much you lost or how much you make. Like it sends me like CoinDesk or CoinTracker sends me do you guys have it? Do you guys get your updates every day with that? Yeah, CoinTracker.
I don't have CoinTracker.
Yeah, I got a portfolio update today, right? It tells me my my total returns, it tells me my market value, and it tells me my harvestable tax losses for the year, and it tells me how much I could save on my taxes if I did XYZ. So, that's because I plugged all my wallets into it for tax purposes, and daily it sends me, how much money I have and what my returns are on the past day and everything. So it's pretty amazing actually.
Nice. Yeah, Dr. Robert, I know that was I know that's you, Dr. Crypto. I was dropping your links because you put on some really good Twitter Spaces. If you're in the chat and you don't know, I dropped his Twitter link in there. He always has really good Twitter Spaces with MetaMonkey AI. So showing you some love there, bud.
Yeah, and I wanted to backtrack a little bit back on what Austin was saying. The transparency is very important. It is important because at the end of the day, regardless, how long can you sustain a lot without you actually messing up? And we've seen that happen also in the past. They come up with one excuse, a couple of months later, then you ask the same question you asked, and they come up with a different excuse. So that's when projects start getting caught. So I agree with you. If anything happens, just admitting there was a oopsie somewhere along the line is better than try to cover it up, because then that's going to become a bigger problem. And the community start losing faith in the project. And that's worse, because once the community lost trust in the project, there's no coming back from that.
I agree, man. Trust is important, and I think I've always said that's the most important thing. And if there was something if there was a red flag or something that triggered something for me, that I felt the need to not be part of the project because of however it made me feel, like that's one thing that I made sure was in the contract, because I didn't want to be a part of something that I that threw me off and would I would never want to put a community or people in a situation like that, because we've all been through it and there's no reason for it. And so and again, that's just me, you know what I mean? I still think no matter what, these people with Andrew and the team that they created, like they literally have a vision. And I feel that Andrew he's a visionary for sure, but he's also has the mentality of like, we're not gonna fail. Like, we're not gonna fail because we have these resources behind us, and we're gonna literally knock it out of the park. And like, that's his mentality, which is great. You need that mentality for some people, right? And that's why he's perfect in the role that he's in. So he does a very, very good job. So.
Hey, Austin, did you meet Kevin Ming when you were there by any chance? Was that
no? Kevin was not there. It was Augustine. It was me, Andrew, and then Tom Pengjetti. He's the guy from NASA. He was the other gentleman that was there with us. So yeah, that gentleman right there, Tom. Oh, okay. He actually has, it looks like he has long hair there. He has shorter hair now. So, but yeah, very intelligent guy. He works for NASA, doing a lot of things for them, and then obviously Dr. Kim right there. Yes, like I said, super nice guy. He's been part of the KIT and then all the laboratories that are there. He's been there since 2003. Just for anyone that has questions on that.
Oh wow, nice.
So basically, that's another plus, that it has been verified that the guy actually worked for NASA and not just some made up character.
Yeah, no, he works for NASA. He had actually it sucked for him because he had a couple meetings he had to get into, and it was like 2:00 in the morning, and we went out and had some soju, and he'd be like, "Oh man, I got to go get on a business meeting," and I'm like, "Oh, that sucks. I'm going to bed." You know,
So what's the update on the NFT project, if anything?
I think that I was just talking to Augie, dude. I think that we're gonna probably release it tomorrow. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, I was just talking. We're gonna line something up here. And yeah, I'll probably we'll probably do it on the show tomorrow. I'll probably do my morning show, and then probably have him come on at around like 11 o'clock towards the end of it, and maybe drop some information on it. But yeah, we're talking about when to get this out there. We obviously got the taxes coming off, and I think it's important that we get this NFT out there before people start to sell their bags. You know, because I do anticipate, this is crypto. I do anticipate that people will probably sell, or maybe not. Maybe I'll be shocked. But you know that 8% is coming off tomorrow at some point. He, like you said, he's checking right now. I asked him earlier today. He's checking to see if it's an automatic. Gonna just stop, or if they have to go in and manually do it. So yeah, that should happen. And then but I want people to realize before this tax goes off, people need to realize sort of what these NFTs are doing. They've revamped the hell out of them, and it's just really they didn't have to go above and beyond like they did, but it's just showing you how much they want to give back to the community and the people that truly believe in the project. And so there's some pretty cool information dropping with the NFTs, dude. And I'll wait for tomorrow to release all that, but it's more than generous. It's more than generous, I'll say that. So
let's go.
I was gonna say, you know, he like literally he had me in suspense right now, just like waiting. He's gonna talk. He's gonna say it, and they said no. Tomorrow, I'm like, darn it.
Yeah, it's good news, man. That's very good news.
Yeah, fan says tomorrow at 11 a.m. PST, Texas.
Yeah, let's do it.
No,
I think you're right, Austin. There's going to be some selling. I think we need to brace ourselves for that. It's going to happen.
But you know what? In a sense, that's actually all right. So people are gonna hate me for this one. It's a good thing, man, because that means it drops lower. You get a chance to buy a bigger bag, and that's it. You know, like,
there's a lot of people that are waiting on this. Don't get it wrong, man.
Oh yeah,
we got big money that's just like, let's do it. You know, they're waiting on it, and they're just gonna pounce on that. You know,
I think a lot of people are waiting to buy in too. So like it's one of these things where it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. But I think too, I think we got to prepare ourselves. There will be some selling going on once that tax is lifted. But you know, at the end of the day, you look at our tax structure. The people that are selling now, they're just building our liquidity for us. I mean, you look at our liquidity pool; it's pretty strong, and you know, the more they sell, you know, the stronger our liquidity is. And I would put our liquidity pool up against anybody's as far as what's actually in a project versus what we have in liquidity. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, the more they sell, the more our liquidity gets stronger. The more these little sales that are coming in, they don't hurt your chart as much. So, you know, you want to build our liquidity, go ahead.
But then again, you know, this is also another thing that I said is if there is a sell off, right? Then that's just good news, because like those are the people that really didn't believe in the project. So if we could actually get them out now early instead of them trying to get out later on when the project is really growing and affect the charts, then I feel like that would be a bigger problem.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, you know, this space is different. You know what I mean? Like we're if this is 2021, you know, this project would have probably pumped and dumped by now. You know what I mean? It's just a different market. It's a different space. Everything's different. You know what I mean? And it's okay, because I almost prefer it to be like this, you know, because I think that it's just building up for what it's going to be. And it's okay, because you know, the last thing that you want to do is look at a chart that, you know, pumped 10x or 5x, 6x, and then look back at it and go, you know, what happened to that project? Or, you know what I mean, whatever it might be. And a lot of projects are like that. Even blue chips are looking like that right now. You know what I mean? So, you know, to be able to come in here at the bottom of ETH and lock in at the bottom of ETH versus locking in at the top of ETH, I think is super beneficial to this project. And that's one thing that I think people are not realizing, is that, you know, we locked in at 1,500. Yeah, you know, looking at, you know, cryptocurrency, we're down to 1,300 for ETH right now. We locked it at 1,500, but that still puts this project in a lot better situations than most. And so, you know, and when this does get back to 1,500 to 2,000 ETH or whenever that happens, I just feel that we're going to be in a really good situation. Plus, with all the liquidity that's been added through these cells, I'm honestly not even sweating it. And that's what's nice, is that the team's like, you know, we're building regardless of where this is at. We're building for the future of what we have our game plan set for. And that's where I was like, damn, I'm with you. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, but if I'm honest with you, I've been eyeing the chart for a good minute now, and it has sustained itself pretty good.
Pull up the chart here.
Chaka, if you can, I just click on share that.
Oh, you want me to share it? Hold on one sec.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, cool. And Chris, did you check your DMs and then come announce it on my Twitter space?
So,
we could set up a Twitter space tomorrow. He could do it on my channel, and then if we wanted to, we can go on to a Twitter space tomorrow. I could talk to him, Cool and Chris, if you wanted to. I'll be okay with that. Let me ask him.
Basically, this is the chart, and what I'm thinking is might do, and right now it just has been consolidating in a sense, and that's it. So it's not like there's major sell off, and there's not big buys either, but it's still good in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, we just had what? Let's see, what is it? 11 sells in a row, and I mean, you know, pretty decent sell. We had a 2 ETH and almost another 2 ETH. You know, and again, they were how they sort of their buys and sells are a little weird, but it's okay. You know, that's one thing about the chart that's so weird here, is where people are buying and selling on the chart, which makes no sense. But I mean, it's actually held pretty damn strong through a lot of that. I mean, I think majority, and that's because of the ratio of the total market cap versus the liquidity. I mean, you're looking at the total liquidity versus total market cap. You know, it's not gonna impact it as much. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, it'll be very interesting. So
I like this comment from Crypto Shop. Investors are becoming smarter. I enjoy being in DeFi, seeing the evolution of projects and investors. Be bullish on crypto, diversify your portfolio, and we can all win.
Yeah.
I agree. And we talked a little bit about this earlier too, Austin. And I just think that, you know, when we look at our liquidity and you look at the actual wallet distribution of MetaMonkey AI, you know, the biggest wallet is the number 3 wallet, you know, and it's really not a big wallet when you look at it for really a dollar and cents point of view. So our distribution of wealth down through the MetaMonkey AI program as a whole is decent. Like, and I encourage other people to go look at the projects that they're invested in. Go look at your other projects. Go look at the top 10 wallets. If all them guys decided that it was time to leave, what's that going to do to your project? In this project, it's pretty. We got a pretty good distribution all the way down, plus a pretty strong liquidity pool. So, you know, we can withstand some sells and not have it hurt the chart as bad as some other top 5 wallets and other projects that might decide that it's time to go.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, you go up against other, I mean, there's other projects out here that are, you know, obviously bigger than this project, and they, you know, they have and their liquidity pool is, you know, just as strong, right? And it's like, you know, and those are the ones that set the bar, you know. I mean, like I'll take a Terra. You know, Terra has a very good liquidity pool. I mean, it's sitting at 4.4 million. You know, which is pretty good, obviously, for what they got going on. You know, another product out here, obviously, a lot of us have talked about it, and one that, you know, has always supported me, and I appreciate it, is Volt Inu. I mean, Volt Inu is sitting at a 2.3 million. you know, liquidity pool, which is, I think, very strong. I mean, you go down and look at WAGMI, you know, their liquidity pool is at 1 million, you know what I mean? And they're a highly talked about project in this space. So you go down and just like start look at some of these and start to realize, like, man, like we're right there with them, and no one's even knows anything about MetaMonkey AI a whole lot yet. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't gone through its phase of where a lot of people actually realize it. So I think that like the time is coming for it. Right? I really believe that. And I mean, you know, say Thomas sitting at 3 million in total liquidity. I mean, we're sitting at, you know, we're sitting at like almost 2.1 million right now in liquidity. So I mean, you're talking about these projects that had a lot of money filtering through them and a lot of holders, and we're right there with them, you know, maybe off by you know, anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million. And I think that's pretty good, because these are established projects that have been here working hard, delivering, and we just have a project coming out here for literally almost a little over 5 weeks, and we're right on the cusp of that. So again, I'm not here to compare that, but it's just nice to know that we're right there. What'd you say?
It's crazy. I know, right? It's like 5 weeks old, like a month old, and it's already there. I just think it's crazy. And the holder count too is over 1,000. Some projects they'll be, you know, around for 9 months, and they barely have like 600 or something like that.
Yep.
It is crazy that it gets like that, and that could have been a lot to do with you know, the pre-sale, but it just shows you how much we did lose a little bit through this last sell, you know, this last little I don't know what you want to call it, a bear market or whatever it is, but I mean, like, we did lose a little bit through there in holder count, but I mean, we held pretty strong. People are still holding this, hoping, you know, waiting to sort of see what the future entails. You know what I mean?
If you look at your pre-sale wallets, some of them sold, but a lot of them added to. A lot of them didn't sell; they actually added to, which is a good sign. So,
yeah, I'm just looking at some of these. I mean, you know, I think we're doing very well, and compared to a lot of other projects that are out there, and I'm not here to shit on any projects, but I feel, being only out here 5 weeks, I think that I feel very comfortable knowing that, like, and that was one cool thing about this project that I thought was just really, when they thought about the tokenomics, they thought about the taxes, they thought about all that. All right, adios, Hobbs. Was that they thought about, like, again, not manipulating the market cap and making it to where when you're looking at a wallet, you're actually looking at the real numbers of things, right? You go and you look at some of these projects, and you know, like, again, their market cap, they're sitting at, you know, 4 million in liquidity, but they got a 30 million market cap. You know what I mean? Like, we know that market cap is not realistic to what, like, the holder count is and what the liquidity is. Where when you look at MetaMonkey AI, it's like all that liquidity is accounted for in their holders. Like, if everyone cashed out right now, everyone would probably get equal value on whatever they cashed out on, minus the taxes or whatever it is. Where we know that if, like, other projects that were in the very same situation as us, and those top wallets are holding millions of dollars, we know that they couldn't cash out. You know what I mean? That price impact would be too major for them. So it's like, who are you going to pick? You're going to pick a project that has a chance where you get massive price impact with major whales, or one that's just beginning and it's a fair value and the top wallet is barely anything, to be honest.
You look at our total supply and our circulating supply, it's the exact same as Maddox.
He's
Yeah,
like,
We have the exact same circulated, you know. I mean, take that for what it's worth.
No, dude, 10 billion. You know, that's a beautiful supply. You know, because I'm used to seeing a lot of those shit projects. I mean, excuse me, Chaka, but you're seeing gazillion tokens. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know that you're not going to do anything with the gazillion tokens. You know, you can burn all you want, but I mean, 10 billion is optimal. And for what MetaMonkey has going on, it's beautiful, man. That's one of the best parts about it to me, is the way it's structured. It's solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's going to go away. I think we're going to see a lot more of these, you know, larger token supplies go away. I think that fad has been done, and I think that it's been more detrimental to the projects than it has been beneficial. They used to think beneficial, but it's not. You know what I mean? I just don't think it is.
Yeah. Fan was asking, is MMAI going to partner with any other projects?
Yeah, I think our goal is to, really what it was is we want to be there for other projects to reach out for technology and things like that too. But once we sort of got into this, it was like we need to build our own footing first. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Everyone's like MetaMonkey AI. Who the hell is MetaMonkey AI? Like, you know what I mean? And so you have to sort of build your own, footing, your foundation, and that's really what's been happening now. Is they're trying to build the foundation and then just be able to then say, hey, we've already built this. If anyone wants to use it, then it's already ready to be used. You know what I mean? From whatever capacity that they want. I mean, if someone comes to them and says, "Hey, we want an online offline wallet for our use," you know what I mean, or whatever it is. I mean, now you have this capability, and just imagine if they were to partner with someone and give that as a part of their ecosystem, and then they're paying back to MetaMonkey AI for being able to use it or whatever it might be. However that works out, I don't know, but I mean that's on the table. Why would it not be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Augustine was saying that the wallet is going to have traditional features, down the road as well.
Yeah, and that's why Andrew is staying back, because he we talked about a lot of things, and like I said, like a lot of the focus that was on this wallet was like not crypto related. Yeah. That's what was crazy about this, is that it was mostly focused on like how can we better the blockchain, how can we better solutions, real world solutions for the blockchain. Like cryptocurrency was not meant to be built into this to be traded like we do on MetaMask and on Trust Wallet and all those things. Yeah. And so he's staying back saying, okay, let's pull features now from these crypto wallets and build them into this wallet. So not only do we have a crypto wallet, but we're also able to use this wallet in other capacities. And so Andrew's staying back to help guide that. And, again, we've been talking with each other about features and things that are important. Plus, a lot of people have already said a lot of the features that they want to see. I could probably share a couple with you guys because we've already talked about it. Let me go back. One of the main focuses are obviously the big one that we want to do. We want to be able to trade ETH the conventional way. So that's one of the big things, is being able to plug in a wallet. So if I want to send you Ethereum, I can get your wallet. I will put your address in there and be able to send you Ethereum. Another feature is to be able to actually trade on Uniswap. So to be able to have tokens inside your wallet and make sure it's used as a traditional wallet. And then the biggest thing they're focusing on is to make it an online offline wallet. Basically make it, we don't want to say Ledger because again, Ledger is its own thing, but like they want to make it an online offline to where you can disconnect from Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and it be a cold storage on your phone. And so that is a feature that they're working on, which will be one of the first wallets. I think it will be the first wallet in the space to have that online offline capability like that. So basically you don't have to go spend, $100 on a Ledger if you want to just keep it on your phone and have it at your fingertips anytime.
Nice.
That's pretty cool, man.
And the Bluetooth and NFC feature, I haven't seen no other wallet done it either. So
the which one?
The Bluetooth and the NFC feature.
Oh yeah, the where you can tap phones and things like that, which again is built into the smart contract of it. So it's like the only way that would happen is if another person has a pure wallet. So like if you don't have a pure wallet, you wouldn't be able to do any of those transactions, which is an incentive to why you'd want to download the wallet. So
nice.
Hey Austin, just to clarify, is the NFT collection launching, or we're just getting the new details? You're going to put out the new details.
You're going to get limited details. It's going to launch in 6 months. We're going to launch it. They're all going to be pretty close to each other with everything coming out. You know what I mean? So the NFTs we're going to be launching down the road, because again, they're really the NFTs when they first came out. I'm sure you guys read some of them. It was really based around like sort of giving back. They wanted to do the burns and they wanted to give back to holders and things like that. Like that's still a big portion of this. But then it was like we really want to bring in like people that are here for the project, people that are want to be a part of the project, that are contributing to the project. Like those are our main focuses first, and so those people in a way should be rewarded. And so that's sort of where this is at. And a lot of it has to do with not selling your tokens, holding your bag, those kind of things. And it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. No one's forcing you, but there's incentives. There is an incentive to do so. And so we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But yeah, dude, I think I was pretty shocked at what they put together for this, because I just, the amount that's going to be given back, and when you think about the future of what MetaMonkey could be, and getting sort of and again, we don't know, right? We're thinking future. Like if we had a crystal ball and everything was fantastic, like these NFTs would be extremely valuable. But again, they got to prove it. They got to go out there and make money as a business and do all those kinds of things. But when that does come to fruition, that's where the value in these come together. And we'll share some more of that tomorrow. And like I said, I think people will be the people that really care, like want to be here, will like this. The other people will say, well, that's not really that cool because they don't care, and that's fine. You know what I mean? It's not for everyone.
No.
You can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here, man. I this is the most people I've had on stream, and I keep every time I look up at the screen, I'm thinking of the Brady Bunch, how they the beginning of the Brady Bunch is. I appreciate everybody jumping on tonight, taking time out of your day to join the stream. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you guys being here. It's awesome.
How many people are on right now? I can't see.
Right now we have 24.
That's pretty good, dude.
24 hanging out.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm happy you hopped on. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not nice to see everybody.
Thanks
So
for the link.
yeah, no worries, man. Anytime, let me know. We're pushing, a couple hours. Is there anything else that we would like to bring up? Any questions from you guys? Any questions from the chat? Anything else you guys like to talk about?
Well, yeah, actually, Austin, I was in the space when I think it was Daniel was talking about if there's a possibility to work on your token. So when I win.
Did you say when IWN?
Yeah, when I win.
Maybe it'll be the first. Maybe it'll be the first token that launches off of the MetaMonkey AI blockchain.
It's not even about the IWN token. First, he needs to get a coin for the subscribers for his channel so he can get rid of that dog that's in front of my name.
I need to get on that, dude. You have the Dogecoin in front of you.
I get on him all the time about that. I'm like, can you get rid of this dog that's in front of me? I mean, it doesn't even look like a Dogecoin. Like, can we get like a 18 coin or something? Can we get something? I mean, bro.
Right, I'll work on that this week for Daniel, dude.
He's at a whole lab that creates blockchains. He can't find one student that was in detention to create him a coin.
I probably could make that happen if I wanted to. Just like, hey, dude, like, just hit up someone over there and just have them make me a coin real quick.
Let's see. Twiz says, just saw a tweet that the UN is calling for the Fed to stop raising rates because they're breaking the global economy. Odds are increasing. We see a pivot in 2023.
That's a
hey,
whole
dude, it's
nother
all
video,
a
buddy.
big game, dude. At the end of this whole thing, it's just a giant game, dude. And like I said, we're all playing checkers while the global economy is playing, and all the powers to be are playing 4D chess. So.
Dude, we're playing tic-tac-toe, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're right. Dude. We're playing tic-tac-toe. We're playing fucking hopscotch right now, dude.
Yeah.
Tic-tacs. That's what we're doing.
You accumulated crypto in 2022. You'll accumulate crypto in 2023. It will all be happy for it in 2024.
Hey, cool, Chris. I just sent you a DM, dude. Hit me up.
Cool, making it happen.
Yeah, we got a little alpha in this.
What up, cool? I saw you saying hello earlier. I wasn't trying to be rude and interrupt anybody.
Oh no, you're good, dude. I was gonna say, yeah, the Indonesia one's gonna be cool too. I know we talked a little bit about Indonesia. I think it's gonna be a cool trip because just like Nigeria, the goal is to partner with there's a lot of cities and it's not like you're not going there and like talking to the main government and like having the whole government approve everything. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? If that happens, that's fantastic, but like that's not how it really works. And so the goal is to work with cities that are trying to implement these things inside their cities. And like I said, there's cities all across the world, and these are just some of them that need some technology, and we have opportunities. Dr. Kim has relationships, and that's sort of how business starts, right? It's all built off relationships and people that who know this or know that, and that's sort of how you get down these roads. And so again, this is a great partnership with NS Labs, not just because of the technology they bring, but also the relationships that they bring with other countries. And there's some cool things that we're going to be doing for in Indonesia, and some big announcements out there, for the longevity of NS Labs. So I'm really excited for that one too, of what's to come with that. So
nice, big announcements coming tomorrow. Can't wait, man.
Yep.
Big
Check
deal.
that out.
It looks like we're gonna do it on my channel 11, and then we're gonna hold a Twitter space with Cool and Chris because he's been asking me to, and he actually asked me today before all this. So it looks like we'll go over to Cool and Chris, and he'll do a Twitter space with Augie tomorrow over MetaMonkey AI. So
Cool.
Nice.
it'll be at I think we said 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. So
It's cool.
Cool. So kind of right after your show.
yeah, right after my show, I'll probably be done probably around noon, and then we'll hop over there and be on that Twitter space as well. So
Nice. Well, everybody, I appreciate everybody being here. I really got to kind of cut it short because my son has a wrestling tournament in Vegas, and if I don't sign him up today, my room's going to go to waste. So I gotta get them all signed up. Today,
do they still do the Reno Invitational, the big Reno Invitational wrestling tournament down there, or is it now in Vegas?
This one is called Freak Show. I don't know. I haven't heard of the Reno one yet, but he has a list of tons of tournaments to go to. So
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, we did the what was really big like when I was in high school, right? It was the Reno Invitational down there, and it was just ginormous. I didn't know if they still actually did it or not. So
yeah, I haven't seen that'd be awesome. I haven't seen that one on the list yet though. This one's the biggest one yet this year. It's in Vegas, so it's going to be a huge turnout. He's pumped.
And your kid's a badass too, right? And he took first in state, right?
Yeah, no, not in state. He did really good in state, but
I thought it was first. That's still good though.
Yeah, he's doing really good. He's been bringing home medals every tournament, man.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm excited. So I gotta get this paperwork done. I appreciate everybody. We got to do this again one time next Monday. Somebody else want to host? We can get together, do another roundtable. This is really cool.
Monday,
A lot of good information.
I'll be hosting. So yeah, all more than welcome.
All right. Let's make it happen, guys. I appreciate everyone here as well.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You
and
guys
we'll try to get
take it
Augie on some of these spaces too, to just kick out, just kick and talk. So it's not just me talking. You can actually hear it from the developers themselves. So,
that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
All right. Thanks
All right.
everyone. Appreciate you so much. We'll have a
I
great
appreciate
night.
you too,
Guys.
and
Yeah,
everybody in the chat too. I appreciate you guys for the support. You guys all have a great night. Have a good one.
That's a
All right.
See you, everybody.
Everyone, check out. Bye.